This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so why we do the testing? Okay, there is a QA department in any company. There are developers and there are testers. Then why we need a testers? Okay, developers are there and they are developing the projects like entire applications. And why the need of QA is coming? So any application developed by the developers will have so many issues. Okay, the initially the testing started when there was an application for signals. Okay, the traffic signals are there, that was developed, and there was a defect in the traffic signal, and it was with the defect because testing was not done, and that was deployed, and the software was installed. So what happened, at the same time two signals were green, okay, with the defect, because that was not tested, and at the same time two signals were green, and two sides of vehicles started going in a speed. So that time a few accidents happened and people lost lives. Then from that point industry started that, okay, so without testing there is a risk to the life. Okay, any application if we are not testing there is a risk to the life. So not to have that, we will have the QA also, and wherein the engineers, they will do the QA. It is not about just testing, it is about the quality of your application. The entire quality will be depending on the testing. So testing is having so much of importance, okay, and equal to the development. Okay, these are the developers, they are developing. And with the human tendency, if you are developing something, you will obviously say it is right, it is right and it is working. Okay, unless and until if there is another team and they are finding out defects, it will not be. There can be the developers in the same team of a development, they will do the testing. Okay, so if it is of a same team, it will not be a quality testing. So to have that quality and confidence on an application, the quality QA team started. Okay, so this is a XYZ tech company. For example, I will write here. And in that, so now the QA department also started. Okay, then each project they started having the QA department, and the QA people, QA team will be responsible for testing whatever the developers are developing. So what they will test? They will test all the scenarios, positive scenarios, negative scenarios. What is a positive scenario? User is allowed to perform something, that is your positive scenario. If a user is not allowed to perform something, that is your negative scenario. Okay, so all these are tested, then the issues will be discussed with the developers, and developers should fix. So that's the point. From that the testing started. And why the testing is needed? To reduce the overall risk, right? If it is not tested, there is a risk to the life of the people. So not to have the risk to life, risk to project, and to make the application user friendly, and to have the reliability, stability, security, the testing is needed. Okay, so what more reasons, like to improve the business? Okay, to improve the business and to ensure the quality, effectiveness, everything that we will get, the confidence we will get with the testing. And in testing we will test small features, larger features, all the modules. So testing ensures quality, effectiveness, efficiency of the software before it's a release. Okay, what is testing now? Okay, we understood why testing is needed. So what is testing? Testing is the process of finding out how well something works, and how well something works and what is not working. Okay, in testing we check what is working, what is not working. So in this process we find out the defects. The ultimate aim of testing is to find out the defects and make the application bug free. That is testing. Okay. So what are the test principles? The test principles are: testing shows presence of defect. So with the testing, we will know what are the defects. But testing will not say that there are no defects. Okay, you are not able to find the bugs. That doesn't mean there are no bugs at all in the application. No, it is not that. The testing shows presence of defect, but testing will not show the absence of defect. Okay, there can be the defects on another area, another perspective if you test something. Okay, exhaustive testing is not possible. Okay, you say that I tested application completely and there are no bugs at all. It is not possible. So application can have minor defects even after you complete the testing. Exhaustive testing is not possible. Early testing. So testing principle says that you start the early testing from the day developer started. Okay, how you will start a team is whenever your developers are starting the development, that time only you start the testing. Okay, so testing should always starts from the same point or of same day when the developers started. Okay, they start the development of application designing, and QA will start the designing of the test cases, understanding the requirement, and they will do the quality testing. If QA is hired very late, for example, what will happen? If the developers have joined the team 2-3 months before, and they are able to develop and they are working on, they developed few features. Okay, after they developed the features, QA has came into the team and they started testing. Okay, on a day one, they will not start testing. They need time to understand the application, to design the test cases. Okay, how much you delay in testing, that much delay is for a project. Okay, your testing, your project will not finish without testing. So testing principle says to have the testing or a start testing as early as possible, means from the day one developer started, from the same time. Okay, what is the next? Defect clustering. So defect clustering states that the small number of modules can contain most of the defects. For example, there is a payment module. So in the payment module is small. Okay, there are different modules, bestseller and mobiles, fashion in the Amazon. Okay, all these modules are there, but all your modules have less defects and the payment has many defects. Some 20 defects are there, but in other modules altogether there are 5 defects only. It is possible. Okay, so a defect clustering means there can be the 80% of defects found in a 20% of module. Okay, one or two module, in that only entire defects are there. Pesticide paradox. Okay, so what it means? Repetitive use of same pesticide mix to eradicate insect during farming will over time lead to the insects developing resistance to the pesticide. Okay, same way, if you are using same test cases to test the bugs, over the time you will not be able to find the new bugs with the same test cases. Okay, so repetitive use of the same pesticide will not lead to the purpose what we want, to kill the all the insects, right? So all the test cases whatever you have, if you are not changing, they will not be able to find the defects. The ultimate aim of testing is finding out defects, and your test cases are not able to find out the defects, means that is not a quality testing. So what we should do? not to have this pesticide paradox effect, we have to change the test cases or change the entire test set. Okay, test set is collection of all test cases, entire test set timely. Okay, so how to change addition and deletion of few test cases timely basis. 100 you want to keep, you keep 100. Okay, there are number of test cases are 100, 150, 200 are there. You increase few test cases, okay, and then do some changes according to the new features you are adding or according to the new changes in the market, okay, according to the new requirements, and then add the test cases, modify the test set so that you will be able to find a new defects. Okay, having the same test cases over a time will not be able to find a new defects. Okay, your test cases are from the same, like 100 test cases are there from 1 year, the same test cases you are testing. Okay, every cycle you are testing that same 100, every cycle you are testing the same 100. Initially you found 20 defects, after one iteration you found two defects, and after third iteration you are getting zero defects. Okay, you are not getting any defect at all. Then that is not right. So to not to have such effects, we have to timely change the testing techniques and the add the test cases. Testing is context dependent. So testing is context dependent means that testing a e-commerce application is a different, and testing a commercial real estate business application, that is different. Okay, and testing another any application is there. Okay, so for example, this go to meeting application is there. Okay, and in this you have different features, functionalities, and you have Amazon, and in this Amazon you are testing the different features of Amazon. Okay, so what this different applications have, different application have different features, so the testing is different for this Amazon and testing is different for this go to meeting. Okay, if a site is changed, the way we test will also change. Testing is not common, testing is not common, and testing is not same. Testing is context dependent based on an application platform how we are testing. Okay, so Amazon is on a different platforms is available, so that all will be considered. Okay, how we are testing, how it is, how it should be working. Okay, what are the features, accordingly we will be testing that. Okay, so what is next is absence of error fallacy. What it means, absence of error fallacy means, okay, you are absence of error fallacy. Okay, there are no defects in the application. Okay, there are no defects, absence of errors, but the requirement is not developed completely. For example, go to meeting, the application is you developed, developers developed, there is no create meeting or a start meeting, only just these links are available, that's it. Okay, some links are available but that links are working, but there is no create meeting or anything is available. So having no defects is not a criteria for saying that the application is developed completely. The criteria here is it should be complete and useful. As per the requirement it should be. Okay,
Absence of errors fallacy and exhaustive testing has the same meaning. Like exhaustive testing is also says that we cannot say the application is completely bug free, and same with the absence of errors fallacy too, right?
no, absence of error fallacy means what? Your application has No defects. Okay, no defects means there are whatever features are there. There are links present. Okay, there are some 50% of application features are there. Okay, for example, there are requirements of Amazon. Okay, there is 50% of requirements are complete and that is developed. Only few components are only developed. Okay, for example, add to cart is not developed and payment module is not there, purchase module is not there. Only the pages are developed. Only half of the project is developed, and we are saying that okay, project does not have any defects. It is now client can use it. Okay, then it is not the criteria to say that there are no bugs, then application is useful. We cannot say. Why? Because application can be still having no defects, but the usefulness will decide whether it can be used or not. Okay, there is no defect doesn't mean that we can use the application. The application should have enough features developed so that we can use as per the need. Okay, understood the difference? So exhaustive testing says that okay, everything is developed, everything is tested, and we are saying that everything we tested, okay, all 100% requirements we tested and there are no defects at all. We cannot say that because there can be minor issues in the application still after testing, and that is completely okay. Okay, because exhaustive testing is not possible.
Yeah. And in that pesticide paradox, you said that like as the new features added, we need to change the test cases, right? And I have one confusion there. If we are testing the login functionality, then the test case we cannot change, right? We should like there should be a URL available, and with that only we can access the what do you say? Access that application
Yes.
website. Cannot
Yes,
change the
I
test
got your
case for
question. Okay, I got your question. Okay. For example, okay, so let me explain one more time. There are 100 test cases. Okay. So now in a first iteration or a first sprint, 100 test cases you tested. Okay, you tested all are passed or some 80 are pass and 20 are fail. Okay, 20 are fail. Again in the next iteration testing, 100 test cases you tested, because and in this after this you reported 20 failed, 20 defects are fixed. Okay, 20 defects are fixed, you retested, all are pass, 20 defects are pass. Okay, next time when you test 100 are pass. Next time 100 test cases are there, all tests are pass. So where we are not able to find a new defect, right? 100 you are testing and then all are pass because the defects are fixed here at this point. Okay, then after that the issue is there are no issues in your application. So what you have to do after a year also, okay, after a year you have tested 10 times, 100 times, okay, all 100 are getting passed. So to find a new defects you have to change, you have to add some 110, okay, some 10 test cases you added so that your count became 110, or else remove some 110 which are you feel like okay that are getting like that are very minor things that we are testing. Okay, we already covered in another test case, so we will create a moderate number of test cases and will test. So now you will find a two bugs, some two defects are there. Okay, so again you change and next time you make 110 120 test cases. Okay, again you are able to find a one defect, one new defect. Okay, so some addition you are keeping to your test set. Test set is your collection of test cases. Your test set will be modified, then you will be able to find a new bug, one at least or a two at least. Okay, at each iteration you are able to find something new, that is the testing that we have to do. Okay, so if we are not adding any test cases, so what will happen? Pesticide paradox effect will happen. So you are testing 100 test cases, but what is the output? No defects you are finding. So what is the ultimate aim of testing? To find the defects. If you are testing and not finding the defect, then what developers or everyone will say? You are not testing. The aim of testers is they should report the defect. If they are not reporting the defect, means they are not working, equal to not working. Okay, so always and always have to report a defect, highlight issues. Okay, this is not working. That is a QA job. That is a QA job. And you are not able to find the defects, means you are not a quality tester. Okay, so you are not able to add a test cases, you are not able to update your test set, and you are not able to find out or come up with the different scenarios, analyze and think on a user perspective and come up with the different test cases and test it properly and report the defects. Okay, test it negative way, positive way, alternate scenarios you write and find the defects. That is what testers are expectation is from the tester. So here we have to add a 10 test cases, remove a 10 test cases, and then do the testing, and then you will get a new defect. Okay, so pesticide effect says if you are keeping that same 100 and you are saying I tested and testing is done and there are no defects, no, that we will not say. So that will happen. Pesticide paradox effect will happen. Your test cases already found the defects. Now they will not find a new defect at all. Okay.
What we can't change the test cases because there is only one way that we can check the login functionality. Like
No. Only do not think about only logic. For only login. For example, you initially tested mobiles, okay, and best sellers, and then electronics and the customer service and fashion prime. Okay, now check as a prime user bestseller what is working. Okay, that also you tested. Then test prime user whose account got expired as a prime user. They will become a normal user, right? After that, how it is working. So with the time you have to change. Okay, your test cases will change with the time. Got it?
yeah, I got it. Thank you.
So with the time, okay, their account got expired. They are the normal users, not the prime new users. Okay, the person who has a Amazon Pay account balance, how he is able to make a purchase order, okay, placing the order, and a person who doesn't have the Amazon Pay account balance, how he is able to. So adding some test cases is always a scope. Okay, you can add some alternate scenarios, you can add. There are 4 or 5 modules, so you can create interrelation, you can create end-to-end test case where you are finding a mobile. Okay, then you place it, and then you place a order, then you return a order, then you are getting amount back or not, the way it is getting amount refunded, or how much you are getting, is there any taxes that are also returned or not. That so many scenarios will be generated.
Rajni, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I think when we do it ourselves, when we have the examples and everything, for example, like if we have actual requirement page and actual scenario, if we build ourselves. So scenario we build ourselves, right? After the requirement page. And then if we make actual test case, then you think we'll be able to understand better. Right now it's just the words and ideology
Yes.
coming into
So
the
I have
scene.
created one assignment also for you guys. Okay. So
Okay.
that I will already we discussed test cases.
Yeah,
Okay.
because when you say 100 test cases, it can't be
Huh.
just 100 test cases out of nothing until I have an example in front of me. So,
Yes, right. Okay. So there is a hotel booking site. Okay. For that, this is the requirement. You have to read this requirement and understand it. Okay. This I will send you on a mail, and then you have to write test cases for it. Okay. So which test cases you will write in this format? Okay. Which is, so for example, so the test case template We discussed, hope everyone knows the test case template. Yes. Okay, in this template you have to write. Okay, here is one test case is there for a sample I have given you. It is for a rajtravels.com. So remaining 3 test cases you write and create a defect report. Here in the assignment there is a defect report also. There are defects also. You have to write the steps to reproduce and the this is application. Okay, real time also you will get requirement like this only. There is no application present in front of you. Just looking at this image you have to visualize, okay, this is the way can a user will be placing the order or booking the hotel or booking the flight. You have to just analyze. Okay, that is why the QA analyst the job role is. Okay, this assignment you have to do it. You should not take 1.5 to 2 hours, more than that. Okay, so you should be able to finish in that 1 to 2 hours time. Then you understood the concept. Okay, if you are taking much more time, then it means that you have not understood the concept. Okay, so just 3 to 4 test cases you have to write, 4 scenarios you have to identify from that requirement, and exact to the point you have to create
The template
the
that you showed us, is it the scenario? Remember you showed us one scenario
yes.
template and then a test
Hmm.
case template. So which is
Hmm.
this template?
Okay, that template, what is, there are so many things. This is very simple. It doesn't have so many things here. Okay, in this test case template, only the steps to execute, expected, actual, and pass or fail. That's it. Okay, you have to write a test case ID and the precondition. That's it. No many details are there. It is much simple than that template. Okay, that template has a merging and all, and initially you will get confused with that all merging. So second test case you will write here the scenario ID, test case ID, and then steps here. So it should be in a continuation. Only one blank line you can keep, and then you can write second test case.
And
So
how
your
many
test case is
scenarios do we have?
4 scenarios, 4. Okay, only 4. 4 scenarios, 4 test cases, and the 3 defects. That assignment will contain 4 scenarios. Okay, scenarios you can generate 10 also, but I'm saying 10. Create a 4 scenarios, 4 to 5. 5 test cases you write. 4 to 5 test cases. One is already there. You write 4. It will be 5. And then you read it. Okay. So it will be a good assignment if you do, and you will understand what is we are talking all about. Okay, so the testing principles you got it. Then what is the functional testing and the types of testing? Okay, so what is functional testing? Testing the features of the application. Okay, login is a feature or a mobile is a feature. That features we are testing in the functional testing. And the non-functional testing is performance of your application, security testing, that is non-functional testing. Non-functional testing is a different stream. Okay, so QA testers, functional testing, QA analyst, the role is they are performing functional testing. So we are the functional testers. Non-functional testers are different role. It is performance QA, there is a different role. Security tester, there is a different role for it. Okay, so what is this functional testing and the types of it? Okay, so the type is unit testing. What is unit testing? Testing the unit component of your application, just a individual page you are testing. Okay, just a static page you are testing or a page you are testing, one page. In electronics, there is a one accessories and then one accessories page you tested, that is unit testing. A single unit, single component of your application is tested in this unit testing. Component testing is testing one module. What is one module? Is a bestseller one module, mobiles is one module, payment is a module, add to cart is a module, that is tested in this component testing. What is a smoke testing? So smoke testing is testing the application for a, okay, so if you got a deployment for a testing, okay, you start the testing, you will get a mail, your developer will send a mail, okay, so this is a URL for a testing, here the application is hosted or deployed. Okay, then you will quickly check whether we can continue the testing or not, because we start the testing and we understand, okay, it is, we cannot continue, means it is, we will be not able to continue. So not to have that issues again and again, what we will do, whenever we get a build from the developer for a testing, we initially do the quick check for a what, whether we have enough pages developed, okay, enough functionalities are there, each page we click on, okay, each link we click on and see, and then here are so many orders and the Amazon Prime or fashion is there, and then today's deal, so these are links are available, all links are working or not, my application has the enough features developed for a testing or not. That is, we test in this smoke testing. Okay, sanity testing is also the quick check we do for a testing, okay, whether we will be able to continue the testing or not. But in sanity testing, there is a one, okay, so in sanity testing, the application is already tested and already in the maintenance phase. This time you will check, okay, my application has whatever the high priority requirements, okay, for example the login, the most important features are working fine, okay, mobiles is the important one, or a prime is a important one, the that are working, that are not breaking, already I tested, but with this new code change that are not breaking, there is no any system failures, okay, that is, we check in the sanity testing, your system is not breaking, your functionalities are working, your important functionalities of your application are working fine or not, that you test. So when we perform the sanity testing, when we already tested that application is in the maintenance and enhancement phase. Smoke testing we do when application is in an initial stage, now we are developing, the enough features are developed or not, that is our criteria in the smoke. And sanity, the criteria is the application is not breaking, is breaking somewhere or working fine. Okay, what happens sometimes, that because of one feature, okay, Amazon Pay feature they developed, but with this some today's deal page is not working, okay, some prime feature is not working, some issues will be coming. With that, not to have such issues, we check the quick check, we will perform sanity in just 15 minutes, okay. Smoke and sanity we will perform in just 10 to 15 minutes when we get a mail from the developer, okay, start the testing for now, and then we will check, initial check and reply, smoke has passed, sanity has passed, and like this, okay. If we are in an initial phase, we will write smoke testing is passed, testing will be continued. If the smoke is failed, okay, you are testing and you feel that, okay, enough functionalities are not tested, you will write a mail that smoke testing has been failed, testing will be on hold, please fix the issues, and you will write some issues, okay, these issues and these are not working, okay.
So smoke testing is when the developer gives us
Yes,
just initial.
any testing we do after developer gives us.
Mm. And
Yes,
sanity. So what is the difference between them?
yes, okay, so sanity testing, when you get a mail, okay, start the testing, and then you will perform a sanity testing and you will send a mail, sanity has been passed, we are able to continue. If sanity is failed, you will send a mail, we will not continue the testing, or continue will be testing will be on hold due to these issues. Okay, the difference is the where the application is standing, it is the initial development or in a maintenance it is, okay. And the objective for a smoke testing is, do we have enough features developed? The objective of smoke testing is, do we have enough features developed? The objective of sanity testing is any application breaking somewhere? because application is already tested. Application is in a maintenance phase, and there is Amazon Prime which is already tested, and because now Amazon Pay came into the application, the Prime should not stop working, right? That is the main feature. Or a fashion is a very main feature that should not stop working, or there should not be getting. So sanity is a subset of regression again. Okay, so some 5% of high priority test cases we will take in the sanity. Sanity is a quick check we do, but for which application which is already tested. Okay, got it the difference?
Yes, sort of right now.
Yeah. Okay, so here we will take 5 minutes break and we will continue again for half an hour. Few more topics we have to discuss. Okay, so smoke testing, test process, and that example also we will see. Yeah, hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, hello. Okay. So smoke testing, sanity testing, the difference we have seen. What is interface testing? So the testing of interfaces is interface testing. Then what is interfaces? So interfaces are the communication channel between two applications. Okay. It can be your front end and back end. What is front end? Front end means this application. Front end means GUI. Okay, so these buttons are GUI, graphical user interface. This is your GUI and it is your front end. What is your back end? Back end is database. Okay, how this all data is displayed on this page? Okay, all these OnePlus. Okay, for example, if I click on a OnePlus and phones will be displayed, accessories, everything will be done. From where it is displayed? From a database. Okay, these all details are present in the database. From that, the data is displayed on a page. How that data is loaded here? With the interfaces. Okay, the methods are written. Interface means there are methods are written, that methods are able to get that data and put it here. These interface testing is called as interface testing. These are the interfaces. Interfaces will communicate two applications which are developed in two different languages. Okay, it can be your in a one project only or different projects. For example, there is a Google Maps, and when you turn on your location, Amazon is able to take your location, right? In the payments, you will be like delivery address you keep, or some apps will be able to take your location. How that Google Maps is sending the request or getting the response? That is APIs. APIs are communicating two applications. Okay, that will be front end, back end, or two different projects, entire two different applications. The communication is possible with the interfaces. So that interface is written in a language XML JSON. Okay, that developers will be writing that. What we are testing, that interfaces who are communicating. So how that interfaces are communicating? In the form of request and response. What is the form of request and response? So JSON is the format for that request and response. So whatever user you want to read, so it will give the response. Whatever mobile you want to display, for a OnePlus you want to display a mobile, so you got the response. So when you get the response, your data is displayed on a page. Okay, if you get a response for a mobile accessories, cases and covers, so if you click on this, you should get a response for a cases and covers. That is API. Okay, API testing is not this front end testing. Only that methods will be tested. What methods? That methods are called when you click on some button. Okay, so how you will perform that testing? Using different applications. There are different applications to test these APIs. That API testing will not be involved. This front end will not be involved in that. Only you will test the core business logic, that is interfaces. Interface is nothing but a core business logic. Okay, that business logic you will be testing. And the communication, it is a communication channel for two applications and the two interfaces. Okay, front end is one and the back end is one, and how they are communicating with the interfaces. So for a API, okay, so I will show some more details about API. What is API and what is API testing?
API is the interface, right?
Yes.
We can either call it interface testing or API testing.
Yes. API is application programming interface. So application programming interface, in short, called as interface. Okay. So it is application programming interface, API. So the short form is API, whereas full form is programming interface. Same interface, it is called as interface testing. The same API testing is also called as interface testing. So where we perform this interface testing? Here. Okay, so in this diagram, this is a presentation layer, means your GUI. Your buttons are available. You are able to click on, that is presentation layer. What is a presentation layer? You are able to click whatever buttons are there, that is your presentation layer, your interface it is. That is GUI. And what all testing we have seen, the functional testing types, unit testing, component testing, that everything done on a GUI. Buttons are able to click, or we are able to log in, we are able to check that features. Okay, that we all testing that are done on a business presentation layer. Got it? The smoke sanity also we are testing on a GUI. Okay. Okay. So what is this API layer is? This API is talking to this presentation layer and business layer. How? In the form of response and request and response. So request will be taken from the presentation layer and given to the business layer, and response will be generated, and then response will be sent to the presentation layer. So this business layer is tested in the API testing. So your API testing is not UI testing. It is apart from UI, you will test only the business functionalities. So there will be no GUI present. There will be no buttons you will be testing. You will be testing the functionality. So the functionality will be tested using the different types. Okay, different softwares or different applications. So your API means communicating to applications, okay, front end, back end, or two different projects that are tested in the APIs. Okay, so what is regression testing now? Okay, so you started testing and you have completed the testing and you found that 20 defects are there as per this example. Okay, so as per this example, you found 20 defects. 20 are failed, so 20 defects you will report. 20 defects you reported, developer will fix that. Developer will fix that 20 are you retested, and that time after retesting it is passed. After retesting 20 defects are passed. So what it means, 80 are already passed. Now 20 are passed. Means application is completely tested. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, completely tested. But this 20 defects means the code is changed. Okay, 20 defects means code is updated. When a code is updated, there might be new defects coming to this 80 which are already passed. There might be, okay, there was login already working, Prime feature was already working. There were some defects with Amazon Pay or add to cart or a payment. And then payment issue getting fixed. Add to cart defect is getting fixed. Now that is fine. But there are some other features now that may fail. We have to be sure that already 80% or 80 test cases which are passed are not getting failed because of the code change for this 20 defect. We have to test. Such testing is regression testing. Testing done to verify already tested features are not getting affected due to the new code change. Okay, so already which is working fine is not getting failed because of the new change. That is regression testing.
Could you repeat the definition again?
Okay, so regression test is the testing done to verify or to check the already tested functionalities, tested working functionalities are not getting impacted or are not failed after the new code change. Okay, so what it means is something, for example, some person got fever, okay, and he admitted, he went to the hospital saying that I got a fever, okay. He should be treated for a fever. He should not get something new, okay. For example, he is now fever is getting reduced, but he got some other issues, okay. He got other issues, for example, back pain or another body pain or a leg pain. He is not able to run, walk. Some issues are getting introduced, okay. That should not happen, because if he already, like, he was able to run, walk, okay, already he was in a good state, he got a fever, he should be treated for that only, okay. Apart from treating him for that, some new defects are getting introduced in his body, okay. New issues are getting introduced, like he is not able to run, walk. That should not be the case. That should happen, okay. So he was already able to run, walk, so he should be able to, and he should, after that treatment, now his fever should go down, okay. The temperature should go down. That is the treatment the doctor should give, okay. So the testing we are performing, so that already working fine are not getting impacted because of the new whatever fixes you are providing. For example, he gave a medicine, doctor gave a medicine. With that medicine, he got some other issues, okay. He has taken the medicine, and after that temperature reduced, okay. He got a fever, and the person went to the hospital, and person took that medicines, and then fever got reduced, but he is not able to run, walk. Some other issues are he is facing, okay. So to not to have such, already there was no issue with that walking and running, okay. His fever got reduced, but something new got introduced, so that should not be the treatment. The doctor is treating wrong, okay. So in the application also, you reported a defect, okay. There is a, in the Amazon Prime, or some features are not working, add to cart is not working, and that is having defects, okay. That is having issues, and you reported there are 20 defects, and then 80 are already passed. So the code changed by the developer now should not affect that 80 pass, okay. That 80 pass should be 80 pass, and from this 20, that 20 should also pass, right. So the code change should not create a issue for the 80 which are already passed. If that is creating, means that is a wrong fix. Wrong fix means wrong code has been updated again, the issues are there, okay. So the code is updated for the issue only. The code should be updated for issue only, and which is already working, it should be working fine as it is. So the testing done to check whether already tested, already passed, test cases are not failed after the code change for the defects. So your developer is changing the code, and 20 are passed now, but from that 80, again some 30 are failed. So your developer is changing the code, and with that code change, because of 20 defects, now new 30 or new 10, 20 are failing, which were already passed. So that should not happen. That is the testing in regression testing we perform. So regression testing is testing done to check that already tested functionalities are not having any issues, or no issues are getting introduced for that already tested features, okay.
Rajni, we will go on over each of these testings later on in the course.
These all testing types again.
will we go in more detail later on in the course? Like we'll study more about them, or this is it?
Regression testing, the testing types, no, we will not go again detail.
Okay.
So there are
So we will.
other testing types that we will go,
Mhm.
but not the same testing types we will go again.
So
Rajni,
we,
for face test. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead and ask.
yeah. So Rajni, these are functional types, right? The functional
Mhm,
testing types. So
mhm.
we will do any assignments on these, or we'll know more
Yes.
about them, because right now we just know what they are, and that's all we need to know, what they are.
Mhm. Yes. So yes, we will see some other assignments on it. Okay. Yes.
Rajni,
So you can
could you
go
send
through
material of this one about manual testing?
manual testing. You want?
Material, yeah. Can you send material?
Okay. You want me to send? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
email.
will send this PPT and the details. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Rajani, for interface testing, we need to have the deep knowledge about API, right? Or else we cannot perform that testing.
Yes. Yeah.
Are there
So
any
for,
different roles for that
sorry.
particular test?
Yes. Yes. So for interface, we need more details so that we will be able to perform that testing.
Yeah, my question is like, do we really need to learn that rest of the?
Yeah, that is another, yeah. The API testing also we will see down the line. Okay. So that time more details I will share about it. Okay.
So Rajni, like starting from unit testing to like if you can show me the page again where you're showing all the testings, functional testing.
Okay. This is a page.
Yeah. So functional testing is another name for manual testing, right?
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So unit testing, component testing, right now we just know what they are. But later on we'll know more that how do they tell us we want you to do unit testing on this software. That's how they will tell us in the requirement.
Sorry, just a minute. I'm not able to. Okay. Yeah. So can you please tell me your question again?
Sure. I said, like, are these different steps of testing, or
Mhm.
while they give us the requirement, they will tell us do the unit testing, do the component testing on this app, or do
Okay,
the
okay,
smoke
yeah.
testing?
Coming to that point, yes, so there will be communication to you from the lead, okay, your lead, if you are a junior QA, so they will tell
Mhm.
you have to perform a smoke testing first, okay, you have to perform a sanity testing now, or you have to perform a regression testing, that will be communicated,
Okay,
okay.
so it won't be like if I'm doing the QA, if I'm the QA, I won't be asked to do all the testings in on one thing at one
No,
point, just
no.
with my own layer of time.
No,
I will
no.
be
It's
told, right?
not all the time we will do all types of testing. No, we will not do always like all the types of testing at the same time for a application. No, that is not we will do. So the testing is at a particular phase we are in. The testing will be different. Okay.
Mhm. Because they say component testing is done by the developers, not the
Mhm.
QAs. Is that true, or do we still have to do the component testing?
Component testing is done by QA. This
Mm.
unit testing is done by the developers.
So we won't be doing anything about unit testing.
No, yes, we will not do any unit testing. Anything unit component developer will test immediately. Whenever he developed, immediately he will do the unit testing.
So we as QAs just have to care about smoke testing, sanity interface, regression.
Component testing and system testing. Again, UAT testing is done by the client or a client representatives. Okay, they will do this UAT testing. Not all the testing types are we will do.
Okay.
Rajni, unit testing is the testing the particular unit in a module, right? We can do that too, right? As a QA.
No, we can do it, but it is not our job. Job is the developer should do.
Okay.
Rajni, just as a revision, can you please go through unit and component again,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
possible?
Yes. Okay. So the unit testing is the testing done by the developer immediately after testing the after developing immediately the page. Okay, whenever he will develop a login page or any page, immediately he will perform the unit testing. Okay, unit testing of the code, whatever he has written that code. Okay, the pages are working, the buttons are available, the input is able to provide the input, that all details will be tested in that unit testing. Okay, this is the only one testing the developer will perform. This is the only one testing. Okay, no other testing will be done by the developer. Apart from these, all will be done by the QAs and the client. Okay, which is the testing that is done by the client? User acceptance testing. So user acceptance testing means before accepting the application by the user means client, before accepting the application by the client will perform the UAT testing. Okay, so what client will perform? In the same way how the user is going to use this application, for that same scenarios he will perform the UAT testing. So the name suggests user acceptance testing. After this testing, user means client will take this application formally and then they will deploy to the market. Okay, if there are no issues, if they are confident, okay, UAT is passed, then they will release in the market. What is these two are done by the different people. So the dev team is doing the unit testing, UAT is done by the client representatives, and client side QAs, okay, who are sitting near to the client, they will perform. Then what is system testing? Testing your entire application on a different operating systems is a system testing. So Amazon completely tested on a Mac OS or a mobile application, mobile app, that is tested. That is your system testing. So testing your entire system on a different operating systems. That is system testing. This is also done by the QA. Now regression testing done by QA, component, smoke, sanity, interface testing are done by the QA. So what is the component testing? The component testing is your module. What is your module in Amazon or in any site? What are the modules you have? The modules are components. Component and modules are same. Here all is one module. Okay, in this different modules are there which are bestsellers, new releases, and then the different components modules are electronics, customer service, fashion, prime, today's deal, kitchen, home kitchen, Amazon Pay. So there are 20-30 modules. All that modules are tested independently. Okay, independently means what? The electronics only, this section will be, or this module will be tested. Only the electronics module is tested. So in this testing, the QA will not bother about customer service, bestseller, other things, and interlink between electronics and add to cart or a customer. that entire interlink they will not bother about. They will bother about only that individual functionality. Okay, login is one component, then login is working or not. That's it. If it is electronic, so electronics are displayed or not, all the electronic sections are available, all the categorizations are proper, all items are displayed. That's it. Okay, then there is a Amazon Prime, that component is tested. Okay, when it is tested, that Prime feature is working as expected or not, and Prime users are getting the features as per the Prime service. That about only Prime only tested. Okay, about only Prime requirements that are tested in that component testing. Okay, then today's deal is a one module. In today's deal, what are the items displayed in that today's deal? Only the deals available for a day that are available in this today's deal section. Okay, so that is component testing. Only one component we are bothered about, that is
So, Rajni, we only perform 6 testings, right? As per our lead or as per whatever is told to us.
okay. Sorry.
I said we are only supposed to perform 6 testings as per our lead or what we are told to: components, anti-smoke, API, regression, and system testing.
Just a minute. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So I have another class after 15 minutes. That's what, like, I was getting some candidates ping, so I was a bit distracted. Sorry. Okay.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay. Can you please repeat the question?
I said so overall we have to perform just 6 testings: component,
Yes.
sanity, smoke, API, regression, and system. And you
Yes.
will be elaborating them in the future, right? Like in the upcoming
Yes.
course
So what
classes.
we write in that and what we test in that, yes. The testing is same. We will execute the steps and we will write pass fail. Okay. But which test cases we will take and when we will perform which testing, that will differ. Okay. As
That
a
you will
junior
be telling
QA,
us, right? With examples and assignments that
yes.
perform component
Yeah, with
testing.
the examples and assignments, you will understand more better down the line. Okay, now if you understand the basic things or the definition, also fine.
Mhm.
Okay, that time we will discuss about the practicals and what we test in which testing. Okay,
So the
okay,
assignment
component.
you will be giving us now, like in
Yeah,
today's
the
class.
assignment is everyone is able to understand what is test case and how to design a test case.
Mhm. And does it
Yes.
have to be done in a particular testing, component sanity, or just overall basic?
It is overall. Test case design is same for all the testing. Okay.
Mhm.
Any testing you perform, the test case design will not change. The way we write the test cases will be same. The steps will be same. Okay. Which test cases when we will execute, that will differ. Okay. Which test cases we are executing when, that will differ. Okay.
The
We have, yeah.
sanity and regression are little bit similar, right?
Sorry,
Which is
which one?
sanity testing and regression testing.
Yeah, but when we perform, that is different. The regression we perform after everything is tested at the last to
Okay,
check the whichever is passed is not failing now.
okay,
But the sanity testing we perform very quickly. The 10 minutes we test, the application is not breaking anywhere. We will be able to continue the testing.
okay. After the new new page is developed, right? The
Yeah,
sanity.
after a new feature is given, new page is developed, that time we will perform a sanity first as a first testing. But the regression is the last testing we test. After everything is tested, defects are also tested. Just quickly we will see that okay, what are all are passing, that are also passing now.
Okay.
But regression testing is a bigger testing, okay, where we have so many test cases. Out of 80, the one which are already passed, okay, out of this all 100 we will take 20-25 test cases in the regression, okay, some 20% of all the test cases, whereas in the sanity we take only 5. Which 5? Most important 5 test cases: add to cart or login, and then payment one. Okay, some top priority 5 test cases we will take that are working, our sanity is passed. So sanity is subset of regression, but sanity is very smaller set, regression is bigger set. Regression has so many test cases than the sanity.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, these are the testing types. Test process in software, this one we covered. Okay.
No,
So this
I
one,
was not in that class.
okay, Harjot. So agile testing we will see Monday. Okay, before that, what is test process? Let me cover. Okay, so what is test process? The process of testing is a test process. So how we process the testing? The steps are there. First step is planning and control. In the planning, we plan the test cases. Means testing we plan. Okay, how many resources we need, what are the softwares we need, like Jira test management tool or any other test management tool we need, how many days we will be testing, what all testing we will perform, okay, when we will perform which testing, all that planning activities, how many resources we want, how is our client, like so many requirements are there to test or a very less features are there to test, all that we will be considering in the plan. Plan will have all the details, like what things to test, what not to test, or how will be complex, simple, how many people we want, what tool we will be using, how we will test, that entire planning will be done. Okay, so how many resources based on a budget, what is our testing budget, that all considerations are done in the planning and control. The next is analysis and design. So analysis means you are analyzing the requirements. The requirements are given by the client. What is the requirement? Requirements are given by the client. Requirements are nothing but client requirements. So hotel management, this is a hotel booking application. These are the requirements given by the client. They want the software having this feature. Okay, the application with this feature. So in analysis and design, the resources are hired in the planning phase. Okay, resources are hired and they have got the work assigned in the second phase in analysis and design. So when we are in this phase, already the people have joined and then we are starting the test case. So now everyone, the QA got selected and they are the members now. The members will analyze and start the designing. Start the designing means writing the test cases. Okay, so the assignment I am giving you here, it will be analysis and design. So in the planning, you are the member of the test and the project team members, testing QA members, and then you will be testing this analysis, your project analysis and design you will perform. So what is analysis and design? Understanding requirements and designing the test scenarios, test cases. In this phase, that is done. Okay, there are, for example, 3 QAs. All 3 QAs will perform this analysis and design. Okay, analysis and design is done. Then implementation and testing, execution. So execution means actual testing. Okay, testing, step by step performing that actions are execution. called as execution. So implementation and execution. So in this you will start the testing. Actual testing will start in this. Whatever test cases you designed, so each one will start the testing. So for example, in analysis and design, there are 3 members and 3 members have designed 30 test cases. Now there are 90 test cases. Okay, and then now 90 test cases will be executed in this step 3 in the execution. So in the execution, all that 90 test cases are tested, and after execution, there will be pass fail, right? So some test cases will pass, some test cases will fail. Evaluating the exit criteria and reporting. So whatever pass are there, whatever fail are there, report will be generated. Okay, and whether to stop the testing or continue testing, that decisions will be taken. Okay, you tested all that 90 test cases and all 90 are pass. For example, 80 are pass maybe and 10 are fail. For example, 10 again you will retest. Now 10 also pass, means all 90 are pass now, and now you will have to close the testing. Okay, all are tested, everything is done. So evaluating exit criteria. Exit means when to stop the testing. So evaluating all the testing is done, all features are tested, means we will stop the testing. So the decision will be taken. Okay, this is the point we will stop, and test will be closed. Test closure activities are done after that step. Okay, you have all the 90 tested, defects are also passed, regression also done. You will create a report. Report will contain what all details. Report will contain what are the defects, defect IDs, and the report for that each. Like all that 90 will be in the report. Okay, so all are passed, that will be the report, and that report you will send to the management. That is your reporting. So then testing will be closed. So what are other reasons that we will be, for at that time we will close the testing? For example, your testing is finished, you are closing the testing, that is one thing. For example, there is testing not finished, but the budget is over, your client is not paying, the budget of client is finished, then also we will stop the testing. Even though testing is finished or not, we will stop. Or if a client is asking no need to test, okay, then also we will stop the testing. If a client is saying to stop the testing, or there is no budget, or project is finished, all tested, all the features are tested and bug free, then the test closure activities we will perform. So this is the test process in the software testing. So how we plan, how we analyze and design, how we implement and execute, and how we evaluate the exit criteria. Okay, when to stop the testing, and after we stop the testing, report will be generated. Why we need a report? The test closure activities report we have to showcase. Okay, so this report will contain what are the test cases, IDs, what are the pass, fail, all the details, and then we will send that report. And testing will be closed after this test closure activities. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Rajni, I have a last question. Can you open the Excel sheet where you were showing us the scenarios and test IDs, everything that you make? For
Okay.
our class?
Yeah.
Can you go on the scenarios page?
Okay.
In the last class, there was some data here. Maybe it's a different. Maybe it's a different one, but that's fine. There was some data here. You had made scenario ID and everything. So is this a different template now?
Yeah, it is a bit different template. Okay, do not get confused, guys. So what is a module here? For example, it is hotel booking. So module is hotel booking.
Mhm.
Okay, hotel booking we will write. Scenario ID is TS01 or a 01 it is. What is scenario name? Verify. User can or user is able to book a hotel. This is my scenario name, and scenario description is, so the complete scenario description we will write, okay, in detail. User is able to book a flight with all valid details. Okay, so in this time you will write similar to the scenario, validate that. So validate that user is able to book a flight with all valid details. Obviously, with valid details, he should be able to book a flight. Oh no, it is a hotel, right? Okay, book a hotel with all valid details and some more details. Okay, if you have anything you can write, or you can write this much. And what is the requirement ID? For a requirement, it will be requirement 1. For example, requirement 1 is saying about, the requirement 2 is talking about the hotel booking. So we will write 02, or a requirement ID it is. So instead of writing only just 2, we will write REQ requirement dash 02. Okay, so this is what requirement ID is. Requirement dash 0201, that are your
Scenario.
sorry.
Yeah, scenario ID should be yes. Yeah, scenario ID should be SC01, right? TS means test. Oh, okay, test scenario. Yeah, got it.
Test scenario or scenario. You can give SC also. Okay, TS. It is your comfort, guys. There is no strict rule in the test case or scenarios. Okay, you can write verify, or you can write check user is able to hotel a book. Validate user is able to book a hotel. Little bit the wordings can be changed. Okay,
So we should
but
forget about the previous Excel sheets that you showed, and this is how our Excel sheet should look like, right?
both
When
the
we return.
having same column names. Okay, in the test cases you see what is the test case ID, the same it is. Okay, the test case description, it is same. Prerequisite is precondition, there also it is there. Steps to execute, it is there also. Expected is there also. Actual is there also. Pass fail there also. Here I am using this template because it is not having that all merging cells and all, so it is simple. In a one tab you can write multiple test cases. Okay, here you are writing again in that template only one test case you can write in a one tab, so you will keep on adding multiple tabs and you will forget what test case I have written. Okay, so the better usage of Excel, we are not able to make that. So here you can write some 10, 20, 30, how many you want, that many test cases you can write here. Okay,
And why do you have the same the scenario number 0101? Test case is fine.
no, I copied it, sorry, I copied to show how to write the next one. Okay, this is a one line you skip, one line you keep a blank, and then write another test case in the same template, another test case in the same template. The headings, titles will be same. You can write some more.
But
Okay,
the
so I am,
scenario will be different, right?
yeah, scenario will be obviously different. Yes.
Okay. So you will be giving this assignment today. We have to do it like before Monday's class.
Yes. Okay, if you do it, that will be good practice. Okay, this is hotel booking application requirement, you read. Okay, design some scenarios and write and send to me. Okay, write the test cases, scenario ID, and the defect report. Here the defects are there. Defects are also there. So even if you make a mistake, okay, but send it. I will review and will share you. Okay, what you understood, that I will understand. How much properly you understood or something is remaining, I can explain you. And okay.
What about the defects that they have written the defects already without testing?
Yeah, there are some defects. For example, add to cart button is not working, or a hotel booking is not working. Then you have to write a defect ID as a 01. Okay, defect 01 you have to write, and in that you will write description. Add to cart button is not working. Reproducible, you will write yes. Okay, reproducible means can we reproduce or not? Yes. Steps to reproduce are developers should be able to understand your defect. Okay, select the item, add to cart, then add to cart button is not working. So these are the two steps that you have to write for a steps to reproduce for a this defect. So there are different defects that I will not disclose. Okay, you have to write that. Severity, priority, you write like what is severity, like impact on application, priority, the impact on a business side, or else do not write defect report, just write test cases. Okay, just write test cases and scenarios, that's it.
Okay, please send us via email. You will send us. You have our email.
Yes.
Okay, Rajni.
Yeah, okay guys, yeah. Okay guys, then we'll continue Monday.
Okay, Rajni, thank you. See you on Monday.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, bye bye.
Assignment to email?
Yes, I will send. Yeah.
Oh.
So you guys gave that day assignment, right? Email IDs. I have the candidate's email. So these are the email IDs I have.
Oh, mine is not there.
Mine is not
Mine
there.
is also not there.
Can you please send me?
Yeah, sure.
Right via chat. This chat.
Yes, yeah.
Also, Rajni, you're gonna send the videos as well, right?
Yeah,
For the
videos
past
also I
lectures.
will send today. Yes.
Okay.